Hey everyone, today is March 15th, 2022, and I hope all of you are having a great day today. In today's video, I'm making a top 5 video showing you the first 5 modifications to get for your Subaru WRX. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while now, you guys would know I did the same video for my Subaru BRZ and for my 2015 Ford Mustang GT. And I know there are similar videos to this on YouTube already, but I wanted to give my own take on what mods to get first for my WRX. And this video is intended for people that are thinking of buying or just bought a new WRX and are debating on what mods to buy first. Obviously, this list can be a lot longer than just 5 because there's so many important modifications you can do initially to your WRX or STI. But to get this started, I'll do my number 1. So my first modification would be the Cobb access port. And with this, you can do a variety of things. I really think this is an important modification because if you're planning to modify your car, especially with more performance-oriented mods, you're gonna want this. So with the Cobb access port, you can get off-the-shelf tunes, which are tunes that come with the access port or tunes you could download off the Cobb website. With the access port, you can also download eTunes as well as download the Pro Tunes if you have a tuner. Obviously, tuning is the main function of the access port, but you can also do a lot more. So some things you can do with it, you can monitor your car. For example, you can have 6 gauges at once. You can monitor, for example, air-fuel ratio, boost, and other metrics you would like to know. So my number 2 is gonna be a turbo back exhaust. And I feel like this is a very common first modification for not just the WRX, but any car, because it changes the sound of the car and opens airflow. So especially for the WRX, from factory, the exhaust doesn't sound that good. It's very quiet and it's really restricted. Getting an aftermarket turbo back exhaust can open that airflow and can make your car sound like a completely different car. And it's one of my favorite first mods to get. And if you're looking to get a WRX, I recommend either getting a turbo back exhaust or you can also go with an axle back. Now for number 3, and this is going to be the air oil separator. It separates it so the oil doesn't get into the engine. Essentially, it'll avoid buildup of oil going into the engine, and with this, it'll increase overall performance. And with the air oil separator, it's to avoid recirculating oil into the cylinders. Now for number 4, and this kind of goes with number 1, the Cobb access port, but it's getting a tune. And like I said before, there's different kinds of tunes. There's off-the-shelf tunes, there's eTunes, Pro Tunes. On my WRX, I actually have a Pro Tune, and what a Pro Tune does is a tuner would tune my car specifically for my modifications for peak performance. And there's also those off-the-shelf tunes and eTunes, but I would always recommend eTune or a Pro Tune over an off-the-shelf tune to get that personalized tune for your car. And with that, if you are gonna go get an eTune or Pro Tune, make sure you are researching a good tuner so you're getting the best out of the tune. I see in a lot of situations where people go to bad tuners or they go to someone that doesn't really know what they're doing and they end up ruining or wrecking their car. So there's nothing wrong with the off-the-shelf tune, but I would recommend eTune, Pro Tune, and go and find a good tuner. Now for number 5, which is gonna be a big one for the WRX, which is gonna be a short shifter and bushings. As of right now, I actually don't have a short shifter on my WRX, but I ordered one and it's gonna be coming in shortly. Right now, the biggest gripe I have with my WRX is how it shifts. The throws are very long, and it's very floaty. With my Subaru BRZ I had before, shifting through the gears was super notchy even before I had my short shifter with my BRZ. It was super notchy and I always knew when I was in gear. With the WRX, it's not as precise and I want it to be. So I bought a Boomba short shifter, and looking at other reviews, it's gonna change my car completely. And I also bought aftermarket bushings, and when these come in, when I get the short shifter and bushings installed, I'll do a video showing before and after and give my impressions on the short shifter for the WRX. But yeah, for number 5, like I said, I would recommend a short shifter because the stock shifter honestly is not that good. And a bonus that kind of goes with a short shifter, you could get a weighted shift knob as well. With my car, I do have a weighted shift knob. It's a racing shift knob, and it's 500 grams, so it's super heavy. Even though I don't have a short shifter, it is helping me push the shifter into gear a lot easier. But like I said, it's still not great, so when I get that short shifter, it's gonna be a night and day difference. And those are my first 5 mods I recommend to get when you first get your WRX. And again, the first one was the cob axis port. Second one was the air oil separator. Number 3 was a turbo back or axle back exhaust. Number 4 was a short shifter or a weighted shift knob with the short shifter. And number 5 was a tune. And that can either be an off-the-shelf E-tune or a Pro tune. And like I said, this list could be a lot longer, but I have 2 bonus things I'm gonna add to this list. And the next one is gonna be a J-pipe or downpipe for your WRX. So the J-pipe is the front part of the turbo back exhaust for a WRX. And if you add an aftermarket one on your WRX and get a tune, you can make a lot of power and it'll make your car sound that much better. And the downpipe is a mod I don't have on my WRX yet, but this is also one I've ordered that's going to be in soon, as well as my short shifter. Talking to some of my buddies that have WRXs, getting the downpipe is one of those mods that's going to help you make bigger power. I was told it can give you about 20 horsepower without a tune and up to 40 plus horsepower with a tune. And I'm excited to get that on my WRX. I'm not going to tell you guys what brand I got yet, but I'll tell you one thing, it is catted and it's gonna make my car sound amazing. And the last bonus modification I would get for your WRX is coilovers or lowering springs. And this is one of those modifications which cosmetically will make your car look good as well as give it more performance. It'll give it a lower center of gravity to take turns better. It also takes away that wheel gap you get from factory. That wheel gap is really high, and honestly, some people don't mind it. For me, it's unacceptable. So recently I put lowering springs on my WRX, and I went with lowering springs over coilovers for a reason. I'll do a whole video on that another time. But having these springs on my car made my car feel so much better on the road, and it makes it look so good. I recently got my new Work Emotion wheels on my WRX, and having it lowered with that perfect fitment makes my car look so awesome, and it really did transform it. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video today. And I miss making these types of videos. When I had my BRZ, I made these top 5, top 10 videos and informational videos all the time. And these are definitely one of my favorite ones to make. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. So please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please leave a comment down below what you guys thought of my list. And if you were to add anything on this list, please leave a comment down below and let me know. And remember, I respond back to every single comment I get. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.